We all love a hero, right? Someone who swoops in, fights for justice, and saves the day. But not today, because we're tossing that feel good fantasy out the window. This list isn't about the ones who stay on the straight and narrow. Oh no, it's about the main characters who looked at the hero's cape, laughed, and traded it in for something far darker. These are the characters who walk the fine line between right and wrong, slowly letting their ideals crumble until they're no better than the villains they once fought. The ones who would rather watch the world burn than be a part of it.
So if you're ready to see what happens when morality takes a back seat and chaos takes the wheel, buckle up. We're diving headfirst into the dark side of anime.
Number 5, Overlord. Ainz Uelgaun's transformation from an ordinary salaryman to a ruthless overlord is so subtle, it creeps up on both him and the audience. At first, he's just a guy trapped in his MMORPG character, trying to maintain some sense of humanity despite being an undead lich. Ainz starts with noble intentions, protecting the NPCs created by his former guildmates, his last connection to cherished memories. But this overprotectiveness slowly corrupts his moral compass, leading him down a dark path almost imperceptibly. One moment that marks his full descent is when he wipes out an entire nation, killing hundreds of thousands, not for any grand purpose, but to send a message: don't mess with him. His decisions are not driven by hatred, but by cold, calculated dominance, as he's willing to sacrifice anything, even entire civilizations, to protect those closest to him. The most chilling moment of his villainy comes when greedy nobles kill their own prince, hoping to earn Ainz's favor. Despite being the prince's enemy, Ainz had grown to respect him, and in a fit of fury, he sent the nobles to a torturer, ordering that they not be killed until they beg for death. Ainz's terrifying power lies in his emotional detachment. As an undead, his feelings are dulled, allowing him to make horrific decisions without remorse, all while hiding behind a mask of cold logic.
Number 4, the saga of Tanya the Evil. With evil right in the title, there's no mistaking what you're in for. Tanya de Gurachav, a ruthless, cold-blooded killer with the face of a 10-year-old girl. Don't let her face fool you. This pint-sized psychopath combines the strategic brilliance of a seasoned general with the magical firepower to level entire cities. It's a combo that'll send chills down your spine faster than her artillery shells can rain down destruction. In her pursuit of power, she has done countless horrific deeds, but one of her most terrifying acts is the bombardment of Arene, where she finds a loophole in her orders to justify massacring civilians. What's so chilling about Tanya is her ability to commit war crimes with a smile while technically staying within the boundaries of military rules. She bends the law to her advantage, showing no remorse for the lives lost as long as she succeeds. What makes her truly dangerous is the mix of her high intelligence, powerful magic, and lack of empathy. Tanya isn't bound by typical moral constraints. She'll destroy anything or anyone to ensure her survival and success with no second thoughts. Her villainy stems from her past life as a ruthless businessman and her hatred for Being X, the god figure who reincarnated her. This combination drives her relentless pursuit of efficiency at the cost of humanity. The saga of Tanya the Evil serves up a protagonist so deliciously wicked, you won't know whether to root for her or run screaming. One thing's for sure, you won't be able to look away as this pint-sized devil in a military uniform rewrites the rules of magical warfare, one atrocity at a time.
Number 3, Code Geass. Born a prince, blessed with a tactical genius and the most powerful Geass, Lelouch Lamperouge had everything set for a bright future, but everything fell apart when his mother was murdered and his sister was left crippled. The pain of these events consumed Lelouch, pushing him down a path of darkness. What began as a quest for justice turned into a journey of cold, calculated vengeance. What makes Lelouch's story so twisted is how far he's willing to go. He takes on the identity of Zero, a masked revolutionary, and begins orchestrating revolutions and rebellions with the same grace someone else might plan a chess game. He lies to his allies, manipulates his enemies, and sacrifices anyone who gets in the way, all for his ultimate goal of taking down the Britannian Empire. His piercing gaze and dark cape are more than just for show. They reflect the cold heart he's developed along the way. But the true masterstroke of his villainy? The Zero Requiem. Imagine willingly becoming the most hated person on the planet, uniting the world against you only to, well, that would be spoiling the most jaw-dropping finale in anime history. Lelouch Lamperouge isn't just an evil protagonist, he's a masterclass in moral ambiguity. He'll have you cheering for his victories one moment and recoiling at his ruthlessness the next. In the end, that's the genius of Code Geass. It gives us a hero who's willing to become the ultimate villain, all in the name of a greater good. Geass.
Number 2, Death Note. Unlike others on this list who turned to villainy due to tragedy, Light Yagami's descent into darkness was born purely from his own god complex and twisted sense of justice. A brilliant mind corrupted by absolute power, Light's transformation is a chilling reminder of how easily morality can crumble. With each name scribbled in the Death Note, Light shed more of his humanity. His quest for a crimeless utopia quickly devolved into a reign of terror, where even his family became disposable. One of the darkest moments of his journey was when his actions led to his father's death, a man who died believing in Light's innocence, oblivious to the monster his son had become. Light's genius made him formidable, but his ego made him monstrous. He manipulated allies and enemies alike, treating seeing the world as his personal chessboard. Watching this once promising student become a self-proclaimed god is like witnessing a slow-motion catastrophe, horrifying yet impossible to look away from. In Light Yagami, we see the terrifying potential of unchecked power and misguided idealism pushed to its limits.
Number 1, Attack on Titan. Our last entry on the list is Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan. He begins as a typical shonen protagonist, driven by passion and a desire for justice, but gradually shifts into a morally ambiguous, almost villainous figure. What makes Eren so dangerous is his combination of Titan shifting abilities, tactical mind, and an unbreakable will. Unlike others who were stronger or smarter, Eren possessed one thing no one else did, an unshakable dream of freedom that he would stop at nothing to achieve. His descent into darkness is marked by his willingness to manipulate both friends and enemies, bending everyone to his will without actually sacrificing or harming those closest to him. He uses their trust to further his plan, but never wants to hurt them, which only deepens the complexity of his character. While many might not see him as outright evil, for the billions of people who perish because of his actions, there's no other word to describe him. Eren's journey forces us to question the true cost of freedom and whether it's worth the lives lost in its pursuit.
And there you have it, guys. These were some of the most cold, calculated, and downright villainous MCs in anime. We've watched them throw away their morals, embrace their dark sides, and leave a trail of destruction in their wake. But now, it's your turn. What's your favorite evil MC moment? Did we leave out someone even more twisted? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's dive into the madness together. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and ring the bell for notifications. We've got plenty more anime lists and epic moments coming your way, so stay tuned.